Hi everyone, welcome to my lap guide for week 110 of the GTP weekly race series time trials. This week we're in a Mustang V8 GT Coupe Premium, and we're around the Madrid street circuit. I'll play the lap and then I'll go through each corner in more detail. So into the first corner, you want to keep as much to the left as you can. Get close to the wall. Brake about at the start of that curve on your left. You only want to dab the brake on the entrance to this. Just a small amount. Keep it on until you get to at least there. Then you want to start braking a bit more for the next corner. So then onto full brake. Shift down to second gear. At this point, release the brake to get the turn in, and also you might find it helpful to dab the handbrake a couple of times on the way in just to get it turned. And once you've got it turned enough, you need to go back on the power. Initially, you want to have just enough power to keep the back wheels spinning a bit, so that you don't understeer around the corner. You want to keep the car on its toes, if you will. So then, almost full power you can get up to. Then just control it. You want to be right on the edge of the grip. You don't want it to grip up so that you understeer until you're sure you can get a straight line out of the corner. But you want to, you don't want to spin it so much that you lose time because you're spinning away the power of the car. And you have to be careful about short shifting over that curb, because you can bounce off the rev limiter quite easily when you're in second. It'll cost you quite a bit of time down the straight if you do that. So just choose the shortest line through this corner. For this corner, I use that line in the middle of the road as a marker when to brake, so I'll brake just as I'm approaching that. You can use the curb on the right. You want to widen the track as much as you can around this corner. So start releasing the brake as you come into this corner. You want to get right as close as you can to the barrier there. Make sure you use all the track available. Just tap the handbrake as well just to get the back end to spin around. Get back on the power. Again, you want to be right on the limit of the wheels starting to spin, but not spinning them very much at all, so that you're spinning away the power. Then you need to get as close to that apex as you can as well. use all the curb necessary. Come back across. As you go towards the apex, you want to lift off the power, but not fully. You want to use all that curb again, get as close to the wall as you can. Back onto full power. Again, you want to use a bit of the curb and get as close to the wall as you can. Just controlling the power as you do that. You can actually avoid the curb on that corner and keep the power on a bit longer. But on this lap, that's just how I did it. I cut across the curb and reduced the power slightly to avoid going wide. So tap the handbrake a couple of times, get the back end agitated slightly. Back onto the power to get it to pull round the corner. Just controlling that power at about between 3/4 and full throttle to get it round for this next corner. You want to get as far to the left as you can to get a good exit out of this corner. Then use the momentum transfer, use the weight transfer, just to get the car to turn nicely into that corner. Kind of like a controlled Scandinavian flick. You want to lift off the power as you turn in, and as you near the apex as well. Then come back onto the power. You can gain quite a lot of time by almost hitting the wall on that corner, but it's quite frustrating if you do hit the wall. Back onto full power. You should get a good run down this straight here. Take the smoothest line you can through this corner, get close to the wall. For this corner you want to brake just as you go past that barrier on the right. Again, lift off the brake as you come towards the apex to get the car turned. You can use a bit of handbrake as well if you want. On this lap I got back on the power a bit too soon. The car wasn't quite ready and it did cause me to go wide slightly. I should have kept the car turning a bit longer. That would have allowed me to take the shorter line around the corner and gain probably like a tenth to half a tenth maybe. I also bounced off the red limiter there, lost me a bit of time. So brake at about 50 metre board. Come into the apex. You definitely don't want to go wide in this corner. You want to keep it tight on the entry, not using full brake so that you can get it turned towards the corner. You don't want to understeer. So you want to get as close to that wall as you can on the right, so that you can get the best entry, so get the best exit around the next bit. Get as close to that as you can, use all the curb, and the sooner you get back on the power, the more time you will gain down the straight. Not quite full initially, just so that you make sure the tyres have bitten into the tarmac properly, so you don't get any wheel spin. And then full again, and just nail the throttle straight to the line. That was a 1 minute 41.486. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.